I heard some things. I can't confirm them, but Xbox is raising price on everything for some reason, and it's really dumb. And it's like,
What is wrong with
yeah, I
them?
don't get it. I actually,
Well,
I honestly, I would have bet this never would have happened, only because, or would have happened because, like, they were in a losing position. Why would you raise the
why would you even
price?
put yourself
In
more in the ground? Well, what's stupid too is like Xbox. I think they like had admitted a while ago that like they always sell Xboxes at a loss,
well,
right?
all
So
consoles sold at
like
a loss. To be fair,
right, but like what's a little you're raising it $80. Like I wouldn't have touched this. I would have done what Nintendo did, right? Don't touch the system, but like games
the,
and stuff, like
these,
I feel like that's kind of expected at this point, but
right, right.
yeah, I don't know. They like actually just like Sudoku themselves. Like
It
it's
makes
just
sense,
it's
right?
insane.
So I looked it up, and like all their stuff is made from China, and I know we're still at like a tariff war with them. So I get that. The problem is that they are in the worst position to raise the price on a Series X. They went from like what 500 to 600. That's insane. Think about what the next console is going to be for PlayStation and Xbox. It's going to be like
Yeah.
I think it's going to be 700. I really do, and I I actually think it's going to be a massive sticking point for a lot of people. Like, could you? I know you. Well, I'm not sure you're going to collect the next generation of console because the Series X is like the first time I actually heard you trade in a console. But like
I know. And Xbox, it's just so easy to just like get rid of it. Like,
right, they give
I
you
don't
reasons.
know.
Like play it on PC. You know, you can stream the
Right.
games. Um, but like there. Well, now there's no reason to have one. But for the next console, even for PlayStation, I actually don't see a $700. There's just no way I couldn't. Like what is there really a game on PlayStation that you're like, okay, I have to pay for the console now? For me, I would think about it for a
Honestly,
second as Little Big Planet, but even then, I'd be like, no, $700 just for that game.
it's just so much. And I
Right,
know
right,
it would
right,
come to PC eventually too, is the
right.
problem.
Yeah, because Sony's already done that. Yeah, like a year after every
Right.
game.
The only thing I could think of. No, not even. I would say Kingdom Hearts, but like Kingdom Hearts is just simul release everywhere now too. So like
God.
I don't know. There's really honestly not much that I'm gonna
Right.
That's bad.
It's like there is no more reason for at least for so actually I'll walk that back. It's for me. It's only Nintendo and PC forever now. I'm done. Like
Oh yeah,
I'm,
yeah,
I,
yeah. Yeah, Nintendo's the only. I've said it for like ever that like if my Nintendo system broke for whatever reason, I would like sell my Xbox and PlayStation in a heartbeat for that.
right.
And like honestly, now with the Steam Deck, right? Like honestly, I kind of prefer everything on Steam.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
It's
Exactly.
just
right.
it's so nice that like all of my gaming is now mobile.
right. Exactly.
So
I mean, like
I don't know,
AAA
yeah.
is it's always difficult because like you gotta make massive
right, the
compromises.
Steam Deck can
but-
only do so much, right?
right.
Yeah.
But you can always stream it from your PC to your Steam Deck. So like
right, if I'm
that-
home, it's great. Like,
right.
I-
Exactly.
I do it with like Oblivion recently, the remaster.
Oh, how's that
and
run?
like that's just so nice.
Or are you
it's
streaming it?
because I stream it,
Oh,
yeah,
okay,
from my
okay.
computer.
Oh, so you
So
stream
it's
from your
just-
computer
it's
to your
so
bedroom
nice.
because your bedroom's
Yeah.
actually in comparison to your office, it's not far, right? I mean, it's actually right
It's
under.
catty cornered. It's no, it's damn it. I didn't realize I was last row. It's the opposite end.
Oh,
It's
really?
up a level and opposite
Oh,
corner
you're
of
okay.
the
So it's
house.
actually the farthest spot. Okay.
Yeah.
But so it works. But it still works great though.
But streaming it, it's fine. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's awesome. Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, but yeah, like once I got to think, like I realized, like, why do I even have my Xbox anymore? It's just, it's like it was like a glorified Blu-ray player. And I actually
Yeah.
love my Series X. Don't get me wrong, like, especially for Game Pass and stuff. But they really just gave you every reason not to get one. And now with these price increases, they're like, no, there's just $600. That's insane. 750 for the 2 terabyte Galaxy Edition. Like, okay, why would you do that? And it's like now it's like 550 or for like the I already forgot they had. Did you know they have a Series X digital? I completely forgot they made that.
Oh, that's right. They did do that. I was like Series X digital. I'm like, why isn't that just the Series S? But no, you're right. They did make a Series X
Digital,
without the disc tray,
and it's $50 cheaper.
which is just stupid. It's just stupid though. Like,
right. And
you had the Series S already. Like, I mean, granted, the Series S is like less powerful, definitely, but also I don't know, it does that already, right? Like, why would I?
I mean, the Series S is less powerful, but it was meant for 2K gaming. So, and I honestly, I really don't think it was a bad like product for, you know, it's like digital.
I will say, if I ever like want whatever, for whatever reason, if I ever want an Xbox again, I would probably get a Series S.
Right. But why would you? Like, what would you?
Right. Why would I ever need one at this point?
You know, it's just, I mean, yeah, like you said, they should have just stuck it to the accessories, and then it's also just a slap in the face with the games. Like, oh, by the way, holiday, we're probably going to be $80. Like, what game?
Yeah.
Right. You know?
What are you releasing this year that's $80?
Well, apparently the rumor is that they're going to be announcing soon the Gears collection.
Like, that's sweet.
But still, I mean.
But yeah, I mean, like, Fable we know is delayed. They delayed it to next year, I'm pretty sure.
Right.
Doom is in like 2 weeks as of us talking about this.
Right.
Colleagues upstairs. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like such a wild move for them to do. And like, I don't know, like, I don't think they could honestly recover after this. And I get their whole marketing scheme now is just like focus Game Pass, everything's an Xbox, right? Whatever. Yeah. It doesn't. Right. Console sales really don't matter, I guess, to them anymore. And I wouldn't be surprised if this was just like the last console generation for Xbox. And
I think the next one is
on like streaming and Game Pass. Right. I think the next generation of system, at least maybe not PlayStation, but it probably will be both of them, is just going to be like a digital only, like it's going to be like one of those like mini PCs, just like a little box that does like 4K 120 frame great gaming, you know?
Right.
And it's like, all right, you just want Game Pass. There you go. That's all you get. Or if you want a digital game, you buy a digital game. Like, we're not making discs anymore. Everything's digital. I mean, hell, even Nintendo's kind of like weirdly doing it with this weird workaround with the digital game key cards. But like, yeah, I mean, Xbox, I don't see a reason, right? The consoles are nice, and I'm sure like it's not even nice to sell them because they're selling them at the loss. So never mind. Yeah, it's just
right. Well, like all consoles are sold at a loss. It's just how much can they mitigate the loss, right?
Right.
So you can't. But Nintendo, I like 450. Whatever. I'm fine with it. Like, right, like 450. I think that was like the breaking point, but 450, I'll stick with that.
Yeah.
And then I know, and Sony already they announced price increases like a few months ago. It was all in like Europe and like other countries, but there's no doubt in my mind.
It's definitely coming.
Yeah, it's coming. So it's like
US.
So I'm very curious on how the next console generation is going to be for those two, because
I'm back.
Why are they gonna? We're talking about Xbox stuff. Like, why would they? How do I put it? Why would anyone buy a console at $700?
I'm also leaving.
Okay.
Oh, nice.
So,
all right.
Good night, you guys.
Later.
When Jenna gets here, tell her I love her.
No.
I know.
Oh, is what
what did you say? Last console generation?
I just don't see anyone getting a console for $700. It's just like remember PS3 was what? It was $600.
600. Yeah, people freaked out about that. Yeah.
And it almost killed them. I gotta open this. And I mean, rightfully so, but like $700, and especially it's digital, you're basically losing a Blu-ray DVD player. You know?
Right.
So that's insane.
Yeah, I don't know. Especially that too. Like, you're taking functionality away and charging more for it. Like,
right? Why?
I don't know. I don't see where your logic is.
The logic is, they'll buy anything. Apparently.
I guess so. But like, if you're gonna dumb it down, right, and make it a digital only thing, fine. But like, super dumb it down, right, and just make it like as simple as possible and charge less for it. I don't need this like big tower Xbox for $580 when realistically I could just, I don't even know, I could probably just get like a USB stream stick and play Game Pass on that. Right. Actually, did you see that also they like announced the price hike but that LG TVs are now built in with Game Pass compatibility.
Yeah,
so
I
you
saw
just
that.
have an Xbox controller and you could just do it that way. So why would I ever need a system then for
Right, yeah, no,
an
that's
Xbox regards, right? Like,
that's what I was.
I don't know.
Saying.
It's just like a lot of weird, stupid business practices, I feel like, from them lately.
I mean, I think here's my big conspiracy theory. I think they're raising prices because they know that they're losing this, right? And they're giving up. So like, okay, if they're not going to manufacture that much more, so why not just sell it at a higher price? Because no one's buying it anyway. So if they are buying it, they can at least make more money out of it. And then
right, they're going to make money on it regardless, I guess, or just for selling it, right?
Yeah, but the problem with Xbox is that they're horribly losing money on hardware.
They're just stupid.
But they're making more money publisher. Like they're just going full publisher. That's just really like
right.
Yeah. Like why else?
Right, they're hard like sticking with publisher, which is fine. Like, and honestly, I've been saying it. We both been saying it for years that like that's just where they need to be.
Right.
It's just be a publisher, make games for it. For like other systems, put them on PlayStation and Nintendo, and you're good. Like that's it. That's all we need to do.
That's why I think they're just gonna. That's why I believe that next generation is the last console, and then after that, it's just streaming stick. Why even dedicate to a console when everything is an Xbox that you don't have to sell, and you can just make money from being a publisher? You know, so
yeah,
it's
just do that, and that's it. That's all you have to do.
But the problem, or at least what I think about, is it's scary to think that PlayStation basically wouldn't have competition in a console, like as a console. Like, yeah, if Xbox doesn't make Xboxes, PlayStation can really just make their own rules. Nintendo isn't competition. They literally aren't. We didn't believe them, but Nintendo, they were like, we don't believe in, fighting other people, like the other consoles. We are our own ecosystem. We don't care. And we laughed, and they're right. They're absolutely right. They just do not.
They're right. They're not competition with them, and they're still blowing them out of the water. It's like, it's really weird because I would even say like the Switch 2, they're pretty close now. Like with the Switch 2, if that thing's really going to do 4K 120 frames for some games docked, like, Sony and Xbox should be worried. We always joke that Nintendo didn't know what 4K was, but like, I guess they found out.
They figured it out, yeah.
Yeah, but like, they don't consider it a competition with the other systems, but like Nintendo now being the power or offering the powerful system that they are, they're gonna take sales from PlayStation and Xbox.
Oh yeah,
if the new Call of Duty comes out on all three systems, right, and PC, whatever. I would if I was like a
casual
14-year-old high schooler, and you tell me, I could play Call of Duty anywhere with my Switch 2, like, I'm buying it there. Yeah, absolutely.
And also,
and the online's only $30. Yeah, like, come on,
it's $30. It's cheap. It's the console itself is just cheaper than what PlayStation
and
everything else. It's portable. Like you're not trying to go super sweaty. You're just trying to play the game,
Right.
So
I would buy it on there. Hell, even like Elden Ring coming to the Switch 2. Like I would buy it on there and play it. If I had never played Elden Ring before, and I was a Nintendo gamer, and now you're like, I don't need to buy a real system to play Elden Ring. I'm getting it on my Nintendo comp.
Right. Yeah. You're absolutely right. There's actually like for example, Cyberpunk 2077 coming out, right? If it was like the actual release of 2077 and it wasn't botched like they originally had it, and you told me I could play it portably, and it's relatively smooth and has motion controls, it's a single player game, why would I not get it for my Switch 2? Oh my god. Nintendo is just primed to win it.
I know, it's just insane. I know they went from like not a threat at all to being like a bigger threat than either of the other two expected, I feel like.
Oh, absolutely.
I didn't even get to the objective and they killed everybody. My god.